Good afternoon, everybody. It's Laura. I wanted to come on today and talk about abortion since you're hearing abortion a lot these days for the Roe v. Wade case. And before 1999, I never really believed in abortion, never thought about abortion. My daughter was 1 year old. She was born in 1998. And my mom passed away in 2000. So I'm going to have to say the abortion thing didn't come up until 2000. My mom passed away in June 9th of 2000. Turn this music off. I'm probably going to get a zap for that. Right after she passed away, my daughter was a year and a half old, I think, I became pregnant. Let me back up just a little bit before that. Right after my mom passed away, I, for the first time, mentally said to myself that, hey, I might be a drug addict. Or I am a drug addict. It wasn't might. It was, I was a drug addict. And I continued doing drugs. That was 2000. I continued to do drugs for 18 more years. Never vocalizing it, only internalizing it. Never coming out and saying to anybody except my fiance. We've been together 8 years. I can remember telling him that I was a drug addict. We got together in 2014. I didn't get clean until 2018, but relapsed, and my sobriety date is now 9/1 of 2020. Got some time, but not a lot of time under my belt. Anyway, we're back in 2000, the year 2000, and my mom passed away. I don't remember the months after what the actual date was, but I was in deep grieving, deep addiction. I had a new baby, a new relationship, and I came up pregnant. Well, I wasn't married yet, but I ended up marrying this man. It's on my only marriage, but we had gotten in a fight. Only one other fight we got in our whole 10-year relationship, but this was one of them. And it was, went something like this. I wrote him a letter. I can't remember what we were fighting about, but basically that I was leaving. I threw the letter at him, got my daughter, got in the car, and he said, "Don't worry, you're going to be pregnant." I said, "Excuse me?" He said, "Yeah." We weren't using protection, but he knew to pull out, and apparently he wasn't. A week later, I found out I was pregnant by him, and I was so far into my grief of my mother, my addiction, having a baby to take care of, not married, and scared shitless. I made the decision to abort. It's one of the biggest and hardest decisions of my life. I've never talked about it before. But it It is my story. What hurt so bad was I felt like I was betrayed by the person that I loved. I carried this with me for years and years. Like I said, me talking about it right now is the first time that I've actually done it out loud. But moral to this story is I was backed into a corner. I was taken advantage of by this person, and I had to pay the ultimate consequence. Do I feel good in my decision? Yes, I do, because I couldn't take care of 2 babies, no husband. I was stripping to make ends meet. And so this is what I had to do. So if there's any women out there that are struggling with the decisions that they've made or the decisions that they're going to make, you're not alone. You're not alone. I know that I'm not the only woman in the world that this has happened to. I know I'm going to get a lot of backlash. Well, you should have been protected. You should have been on birth control. You should have been on this. You should have been on that. What the point is, I wasn't on anything. And I trusted my partner to take some kind of responsibility, and he didn't. So if it's in your life that you've had to experience something like this, girl, I love you. I really do. I know it's hard. I know it's something that people live with every day. Not every abortion is just because wham bam we went out and got pregnant and now we're going to get rid of it because of the decisions, the consequences, whatever that you're going to say. But there are consequences that do hurt tremendously in our lives that we must make. On that note, I want to thank God for keeping me clean and sober, for allowing me to make these videos, so hopefully I can reach just one person to tell them that they're not alone, and to remember to make good choices. Shout out to Bailey Sarian, because I've been saying that for years to my kids. Anyway, I love you guys. Bye.